my name is Draconicrose and welcome back to another episode of Vintage Story. Now you may hear that buzzing sound, that is because we found bees. Look at it, we can see the beehive in there and wild beehive in acacia tree. I took the time in between episodes to look around from here where the base is, the new base that is. I did reset my waypoints. From where the new base is, I ran over all the way around it, checking every tree, and finally managed to find a wild beehive. So let's make a new waypoint. So waypoint, add yellow bees, and that is a new waypoint for bees. Now, to get the bees out of here, we are going to need something that I didn't bring with me. We are going to need a skep. Now let me see if there's any cattails around here. No. It's okay because my inventory is pretty full. Yeah, from all of the roaming and the things I killed and found. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take a cut and I am going to head home, put everything down, and come back here with a empty skep and some flowers. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so I'm home and it looks a little bit different from when you last saw it. Now our trough has already attracted some animals and they've already bred. So the way this works is you'll attract females, right? And this one currently doesn't have any, but let's see if this one does. Is pregnant, there we go. They'll get saturation and then eventually when the male is around, they'll get pregnant and have babies. So some of it already happened. This is why we have tiny little sheep here. They're afraid of me still. It's going to take quite a few generations before they're not. But yes, they're hanging around. This male isn't very aggressive. I haven't hurt any of them. So there's that. I also have a giant wall of black currant bushes and cranberries. So things I brought from the old base. So these are the new bushes that I got while exploring. I also have all of my molds. The chests, the baskets, everything's a mess right now, so no point in telling you what's in there. And I removed the stairs from here. Let me just grab a knife because I'm gonna need that, and move them up to the center. This is so that I can climb up. There's a trapdoor here. And when I get up here, there's a little thingy that centers me on the stairs. And the trapdoor stops drifters from coming up here. Here's the cairn, here's the basket where I save bowls and charcoal, and here's the bed. So I'm gonna sleep for a bit, and I'll see when I have materials. Alright, so now that I have the cattails, it's time to make a skep. A skep is 2 blue clay and a bunch of cattails all over the place. 2 for each skep. And you're just going to need one, so I'm not really even going to bother a lot with getting them. I also have a bunch of flowers that I have gathered, which will be necessary to make the bees move on from their hive to the empty skep. So I'm going to go back to the bees, leave the cattails somewhere. Going to go back to the bees and set things up and see if they come into the skep for me. So again, I'll see you there. We're back at the bees. We see the beehive in acacia tree. So now we are going to put down an empty skep nearby. So there's one skep. And we are going to start putting down the flowers. Now it might take a little bit for the bees to recognize that the flowers are nearby, and I'm not sure if I have to do something special. I think those might be enough. See, it still says nearby flowers 0, but it should update in a bit. Just gotta wait a little bit for it to tick. So while we wait, let's just look around and see if we can't find any more flowers. It takes a little bit for them to migrate into the skep anyway, so we might as well make use of it. And while we're doing so, we are going to take one of our hand baskets and put it in our inventory, because the full skep actually takes a bag slot. You cannot break it unless you want the bees to be mad at you. But one skep will be enough for us to start a bee colony. More than enough. We'll just get them home, get another skep, put it nearby with more flowers, all of that good stuff, and the bees will eventually migrate. Doesn't look like there's any flowers around here, which is a little bit concerning. Might have to go and roam around and hunt for more flowers in between episodes again. A lot of, well, I wouldn't say boring, because exploring is fun, but things that wouldn't be fun to watch in a YouTube video to do. Oh, here's something interesting. Lots of native copper bits. And what does this mean? Well, this definitely means there's native copper down here. So while we wait, why not try and make a tiny little quarry? I don't have a shovel on me, which is a little bit sad, but it's not like dirt takes too long to break. We'll just break it by hand. Just open up this area here and hope we hit rock soon. We should just have 2 layers to go before we hit rock. Nope, that's still dirt. And I haven't found any high fertility soil yet. Again, something that's a little bit concerning. Time to eat a bunch of cranberries, which is not doing me any favors when it comes to the nutrition system. I'm full on fruit, but nothing else. I guess it happens. I'll have to make sure to make some nice little meals. In the meantime... Aha! There's our copper. So the little chunks, they do not lie. However, drifters. Ah dear. I'm in a very bad spot for this. Okay, looks like I'm fine anyway. Ugh, why did they gotta be like that? Just trying to get some copper. Jeez. But yes, you find a cluster of native orbits, you're pretty sure that there's an ore vein, a decent sized ore vein underneath. Ugh, stop that. That is so annoying. And none of them are dropping temporal gears. I kind of feel like I should increase the spawn rate of those. But anyway, here's our copper. Unprotected. New mining sounds in these versions. Daytime is almost upon us, so the drifters should be drifting away. And we are getting so much copper. Which is going to be useful since, you know, our copper pick is looking a bit low. But I'll do all of that smelting and waiting off camera so that y'all don't have to deal with that. Just have the tools prepped. Look at this. Look at this. Yes. If you find a cluster of ore, just mine down. Make a little quarry and you'll be set. Holy moly. Not even sure if I can get all of this copper. Hopefully my pick will last. If not, well, no, it's here. I mean, once I have the bees, I'm not sure if I'll come back, but, you know, it's an option. If I'm ever strapped for ore. But I don't think so. I don't think that will be necessary. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous ore vein. You just gotta love it. Alright, so I'll mine the rest of it and bring you back in a bit. Alright, I finally mined the entire copper vein, and yes, everything you see from here-ish was copper. That was a lot of copper, and I was pretty sure my pick wouldn't manage to get through all of it, but it did. So now, and I could hear a drifter, that's why I was looking around, I have massive amounts of copper. More chunks there, so let's just peek in here. Nope, nothing. But whoa, oh my lord, that's almost 2 entire stacks of copper ore on a lark. Dear goodness. So let's go check on our bees and see how they're doing. Okay, so the beehive says they have 10 nearby flowers. Their population size is large and will swarm in approximately 4 days. So our skep still unfortunately empty. That might mean that we do have to wait 4 days for them to populate the skep. Well, that is incredibly unfortunate. I thought they would be doing it faster. So very, very unfortunately, we might have to cut the episode short here. Yeah, so in between the episodes I am going to wait around and wait for them to populate the skep. Well, there's going to be some building eventually. I just haven't collected enough materials yet to get started. I would rather spare you the whole material stuff. But eventually and pretty soon there will be building. So until then, please like, subscribe, comment, do all the good stuff. And remember, here, there be dragons. Thank you so much to my patrons for making this channel possible. Click the Patreon logo to become one of these fine folk. And if you enjoyed the video, here are some more YouTube things you would like. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time.